So yes, bad things happen, which is basically a summary of everything that has ever happened in the history of the world. Good things, oh yeah, and then bad. So this is what happened with Ivan the Terrible. So let's just do a quick summary. These are the highlighters, okay? So he strengthened the church, reorganized the military, and conquered the Khazanites and the Axtrans or whatever. And that's basically it. Okay, now we're gonna go to a time of bad stuff, okay? So he's like, okay, yeah, I've conquered these people. Let's keep on going. Let's conquer more people. So he's like, okay, let's go boop, boop, and eat up Livonia, which is in present day Latvia, which is a place, if you did not know. Anyways, he was going to here. And then this was kind of a bad idea. So this war actually lasted 24 years, which is very sad for him. And he didn't even win. It was just a stalemate. They were like, oh yeah, your pretzel cracker thing is so stale, I don't want to, ugly. And so this war just depleted Russia of all its resources. He's like, high war exhaustion. Russia had high war exhaustion. And then, so this, Ivan became triggered. This is a detailed drawing of Ivan at the time. He was so mad. He's like, I'm so mad. He is triggered at the boyars and everyone. So this is the part where Ivan started to go insane. It's one word for it. So he accused the boyars of treason and he executed a lot of them. One of his most famous examples of execution and cruelty was when he took one of his boyars, and keep in mind, these are the like top class of society, like really high up there, and these are the nobles, and these are his advisors, but he has no respect from them, partly because of his childhood trauma. And so he's like, get out, and he fed them to a pack of wild dogs, and they were devoured alive. That's not a good thought to think. Okay, don't think that thought of thoughts. Anyways, so he had a really trusted general, and this was his friend and ally and companion. And then the general defected to the Polish, which were his enemy. And then Ivan, he was sad. He was very sad. And he's like, I'm leaving. He told his boyars that he was resigning from the throne. And the boyars, you know, they're power hungry. They want to get in power and do stuff. But then they realized that this would create a humongous chungus power vacuum that would be so big, it would probably collapse Russia. So they're like, oh no, please stay. I don't want to live in a bad country, because it'd be very bad if he left. So he's like, okay, I stay, okay, lol. But under one condition, he would create the Oprichnina. Well, this was his secret police. So he went to his borders. He's like, yo, gamers, guess what? I want this place in Russia that's a land area, and I want to be a god there. And they're like, okay, this is what we have to do. So he created the Oprichnina, which is basically a secret police force made up of about 1,000 to 6,000 men who were completely devoted to him. And then so inside the territory boundaries in Russia, he could literally do whatever he wanted. So the bad thing is, these territories were always like unclear. So one night it could be like this, and another night could be like, oh, this part land is now part of my territory and I can do whatever I want. So keep in mind, this was in his own country, and what he would do was he would send the Oprichnina to just kill everyone. So one example was the city of Novgorod, whatever, and in one night, the Oprichnina went in there and killed thousands of innocent civilians and then razed the city to the ground. They would steal and kill and just do whatever. That was a really bad thing. Next, he had two sons with Anastasia, and one of them was Ivan the Younger. And Ivan the Younger, he was a very good man. And he was his most promising son. He was an outstanding general in the army, and he was just like, even maybe better. He would eclipse Ivan when he was younger. He was so good. He did a lot of things. So the boyars were one day talking about, oh, he's so good. Maybe we should make him the military leader. But Ivan the Terrible, he's like, what was that? You're gonna make him the Tsar? We're gonna replace me? Ugh! But they only wanted to make him the military leader. And so Ivan was like, I'm angry! And so he found his son, and in a fit of rage, he killed his own, he took his staff, he'd like, whack, and he killed his son, his most promising and competent son, Ivan the Younger, and he was just dead because he had a temper tantrum. So it said that Ivan then cried out to God. He's like, oh Lord, forgive me for what I have done. But it was too late. His next heir was this child named Fedor, kind of like FedEx. Bad. He was simple-minded and not good. And when Ivan died, Fedor was in charge, and it led to a time known as the Time of Troubles. And order only came when Anastasia's family, the Romanovs took power, and that was the end of Ivan's family line and a new beginning for the Romanovs. That's basically his life story. Okay, bye.